My first real love. He's constant and always by my side. He snores and somehow manages to track mess into every part of my life. He makes me laugh and he makes me feel loved, even when I'm tired and grumpy and I have no leftover food on my plate. Oh, I think I might be talking about my dog Puds. Damon. When we first met, you weren't exactly a dog person. But then something changed. I watched you fall in love with both Puddy and Pippa, our two little cats. And just like them, I felt you fall in love with me. You didn't just tolerate them, you learned how to love them. You got to know their routines and their likes and dislikes. You understood when they needed affection, and just as importantly, when they needed a good sleep and a minute alone. And now, yes, I'm definitely talking about me. Hello?
Hello. You look amazing.
What do you think?
I like it.
You look very nice. Oh.
I wish Puds and Pippa could see you.
Yeah, I know.
This love story began almost 10 years ago when Tegan was having a night off from studying for her nursing exams and found herself at the Pier Bar in Cairns.
We've been told it was the place where a young man by the name of Damon Luke Falvo fell for you, quite literally, off the chair.
We're all at the Pier Bar, and Damon is just absolutely infatuated with this pretty little brunette with an infectious smile that will just not stop showing everyone photos of her dog.
She was drawn to this young man who, in her words, was confident, very cheeky, and very handsome. That young man was Damon, and he too was impressed by the young woman in this story. He reflected that Tegan was sexy and had a great smile, and both looked and acted older than the 18 she was at the time.
Again, fast forward a few hours, many drinks are being drunk, we're having a great time. We somehow end up on some bar stools, and nothing at all due to the fact that how drunk we were or how close he was leaning over to Tegan. Damon has absolutely stacked it off these bar stools, got proper hard, landed on his knee, couldn't walk right for 6 months, still can't walk right.
That evening will always be remembered as it marks the beginning of this story.
But you could say from the very start, Damon was falling off the bar stools, head over heels for Tegan.
Whether it was my clumsiness or my charm that got you, I'll take it. Because 9 years on, here we are. Since that first fateful encounter, we've built something real. A life full of laughter and furry friends, and a love that's stubborn and strong.
I'm so glad to be a part of Tegan's wedding, which has featured Damon today.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
He's had a very long audition process, but I think he's earned his naming rights on the signage.
Now, anyone who knows Damon knows that he puts the late in fashionably late. So well done, Tegan. You finally got him here.
We were even able to start the ceremony on time, thanks to Tegan adjusting for Damon's standard time, which usually runs about 30 minutes behind everyone else.
Teagues, you are the chaos I never knew I needed, and the calm that I always wanted. So here we are, standing before our closest friends and family, ready to begin the next chapter of our story. A milestone that feels both exciting and a little surreal. And just quietly, Tiggs, you are the only person that I know who had the wedding venue booked before getting the ring.
I knew it was coming.
Talk about confidence. But that's just you. You're always one step ahead. You're always planning. You're always making sure that things are perfect. The heart, the effort, and the detail that you've poured into our wedding has made today unforgettable, and every detail has your fingerprints all over it. So thank you, not just for today, but for every single day.
Love with you has taught me that it doesn't always arrive all at once, but that it sometimes grows in the quiet moments. I promise to show up for it all, for everything we share in this life, the good, the bad, the terrible, the boring, and the beautiful moments. All of it, all the time.
We've been best friends since we were nappies, which means we've shared just about every milestone together. Through all those firsts, we were side by side. But there was one milestone that Tegan reached well before me. A boyfriend. Not long after this development, I was asked a question for the first time. Renee, do you think you would be my bridesmaid one day? Now, nearly 15 years later, we've had the joy of fulfilling those promises to each other. And we've reached yet another milestone, becoming wives.
We see how happy she is with you, and as parents, that's all we could ever ask for.
I may have been by Tegan's side as we grew up, but I'm so happy knowing that Damon will be by your side as the two of you grow old together.
Today is one of those days you think about your whole life, and somehow when it arrives, it still feels bigger, brighter, and more emotional than you ever imagined.
We are incredibly fortunate to have experienced the journey of parenthood and now witnessed the marriage of our son.
Tegan, the newest Mrs. Falvo. You look absolutely stunning tonight as a bride, and we hope this day has been everything you've dreamed of for you and Damon.
What I have recently learned is that if you put the word wedding in front of anything, the price triples. Which is why I want to thank you all for coming tonight to the 2025 MPO Christmas party. You fit me in a way that no one else does. You match my stubbornness, my energy, and occasionally you outsass me. You bring the noise, the passion, and a spark that keeps everything interesting. You're weird in all the best ways, and somehow still the cutest human that I've ever met.
And I promise to keep choosing you, even when the house is a mess, even when life gets hard. I'll be there, loving you, choosing you, and walking beside you, like you've always walked beside me. With you, I've learned that the real kind of love, the lasting kind, isn't just felt, it's lived. And I'm so excited to live the rest of mine with you.
I promise to keep life fun, a little messy, and full of laughter. I promise to have you back and keep building this life with you, even when the tools get a little bit blunt. And I promise to continue being the voice of the dogs so that you know exactly what they are thinking every day. And I promise to never stop choosing you, every day for the rest of our lives. I love you, Tegan. You're my home, my heart, and now my wife.
Be nice.
I don't want to. Disgraceful.
Damon's gonna fucking hate that. It's like, if I see those two fingers on the day, I'm gonna just chop them off.
Well, he's in, you're gonna have no fingers left.
All right.